It's been a while since I've done a what I eat in a day to lose weight video. I've lost about 86 pounds over the last 2 years, so I thought I'd show you today what I'm eating. So for today, this morning, I'm starting off with a breakfast. I've had a cup of coffee. I'm also going to be having 3 eggs, which I'm kind of frying. I did cook them with a little bit of onion. I have a low carb tortilla that I'm going to be heating over the stove, so I'll show it to you just as soon as it's ready. So here you go. I've got 3 eggs. They're kind of a fried. I like the middle really hard, not too runny. I put a little bit of feta cheese on it with a nice 0 carb tortilla. All right, there's breakfast. Today for lunch, I've got the grandkids coming over, so it's going to be hectic, plus their little cousins, so it's going to be 4 kids here. So I'm going to make it easy on myself and do a polar seltzer. It's a 0-calorie sparkling water. I really like that orange vanilla. And then I'm just going to have a lean cuisine. It'll be easy and quick, low calories, high protein. I'm doing the herb roasted chicken. Okay, I've got my slow cooker all clean, the pan, the lid, everything's been washed in warm soapy water, hot actually. This apartment has the hottest water. You gotta be really careful you don't burn yourself. So this was the Mainstays slow cooker. This is a 6-quart slow cooker. It's a lot bigger than the one that I had when I was in my house, so I'm kind of excited. It said it fits a 6-pound chicken or a 4-pound roast. Now, mine's very small today, but I do have some vegetables that are going into the crock pot, so let's get this cleaned up and I'll show you what I'm making. So let me show you what I picked up this morning. I actually found a boneless Angus beef rump roast on sale, and so I picked that up this morning at my local Sprouts. And all I'm gonna do is take this. I actually like to wash this as well. So let me take this out and I'm gonna give it a good rinse under the water. And then I'm gonna show you how I season it up and get it ready for the crock pot. The other thing I realized I left at the other house were my gloves. I really don't like handling this stuff, but I'm gonna cut a little bit of this fat off. I don't want all of this on that I'm gonna be cooking in the crock pot because it'll just make everything too greasy. All right, I picked up some loose maple bourbon dry rub. I'm gonna put some of this on here. I read the ingredients. It has sea salt, it has different kinds of flavorings, but what I really liked is that it didn't really have any sugar in it. So I'm gonna put half of it on one side. I'm gonna add a little bit of garlic powder. I'm gonna add a little bit of this 21 season Trader Joe's seasoning. These are really just herbs. And I'm gonna add a little bit of pepper. And that's what I'm gonna add to this. Now, I'm gonna take a piece of plastic because I don't have any gloves. And I'm gonna rub this on here really good. I wanna rub this into this meat the best I can. And I'm gonna do the same thing to the other side. And now I'm gonna heat up my skillet and I'm gonna just kind of brown it on both sides. I won't show you that because I think everybody knows how to brown meat. And then I'll show you what I put in the crock pot. All right, so my roast is all seared on both sides. I didn't cook it, all I did was sear it. And so now all I'm gonna do is spray a little bit of olive oil cooking spray on the bottom of my pan. And I'm gonna put this right inside of my pan. So I added a little bit of water to the bottom of my pan just to deglaze it and get all those goodies off the bottom. And I'm just gonna pour those right over the crock pot. Now comes the interesting part. We are going to make radish toes. If you've never had radishes in the crock pot instead of potatoes, you're gonna see me do it today. So I bought 2 little packages of radishes. I'm gonna clean them and cut the stems off, and I'll be back in just a minute to show you how this came out. So all I'm gonna do is cut these little roots off and the little top off. I'm not gonna peel them. I'm gonna leave them just like they are. So you see, that just took a minute. I'm gonna take these radishes and put them right in with my roast. The other thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna cut up my celery. I'm gonna cut up all of it. And then I'll wash it after it's cut into pieces. I just find that works best for me. If you want to wash it ahead of time, you know, I just find it's easier once the celery's smaller. And this will be a nice little evening snack I can have, and you know, it doesn't have a lot of calories in it. All right, so all I'm gonna do is just cut these into like 2-inch pieces and put these in the crock pot with the radishes, about that size. So I'm gonna put about a cup of these in here. I think that looks good, maybe one more. I'm gonna let the rest of these dry out on my table here. And then as soon as they're, you know, mostly dry, I'm gonna go ahead and put these in a Ziploc bag and just stick them in the fridge. All right, as far as my crock pot meal, I'm gonna go ahead and plug this in. I'm gonna put it on low because we're not gonna eat this until about, you know, later tonight. So I'm just gonna put my lid on. Actually, I forgot a very important thing. I need to put some onion in there. I'm gonna add a half of a white onion. Just some slices that I'm gonna cut down. And you make those any size that you like. Now, I'm not gonna put any more liquid in there. There's only about maybe a half a cup of liquid. And the rest of the liquid will come from the vegetables and from the meat. All right, when we come back later tonight, I am gonna show you how this came out, and I'm also gonna show you a secret on how to thicken up the gravy without using flour or cornstarch. So today's video is sponsored by Jaffro. So I just moved into this apartment, and this place is so cool and comfortable, except for my bedroom. I don't know what it is. I've had people out to look at the air conditioning. They've closed off some of the vents from the front of the house. It still has been really hot at night. So when Jaffro reached out to me about sending me one of their oscillating fans, I thought, you know what? This might be the best solution for my bedroom. So let's take a look at it. So this is my bedroom temporarily until we move to Idaho. And it's a nice, comfortable room, but I'll be honest, it's really warm at night. It does have a fan, but it doesn't seem to cool it off enough. Something's going on with the AC. So this is the 36-inch Jaffro Smart Tower Fan. And honestly, I think this is gonna become an everyday part of my routine. And one of the things I love most is how much air this thing circulates. When you turn the on button on, I have it on 8 right now, but you can actually turn the fan on to 12. So all I'm gonna do is just kind of move it up. I have it oscillating right now. And this puts out a ton of air. It is just amazing. It's got a nice slim design. It comes in all different colors. I chose the black. I just thought that looked really smart. Another feature about this fan is that it's really convenient in the smart controls it has. I can adjust it with the remote, through the app, or even with voice commands when my hands are fully cooking dinner or meal prepping for the week. That's one of those little conveniences you don't realize it and you appreciate until you have it. It's also got all these great displays on the top of the fan, so you can do them manually as well. What I really like about this fan is that it has an operating quietly feature allows you at night to turn it on the quiet mode, the sleep mode, and it has about 22 decibels on its lowest setting. So it makes it a great fan to sleep with. I just love everything about this and think that it's going to be a great addition to what I'm using right now to help cool this back bedroom down. So although this fan has a really slim design, it doesn't take up much floor space, but it can circulate air throughout the room with wide oscillation. So the great thing about it is you don't have to keep moving it around to stay comfortable. It offers 12 speed settings, 4 different modes, and 120-degree oscillation. I was also surprised how easy this thing was to put together and use. It comes with a great little quick start guide. It's just 2 pages, and then it's got a great tower fan user manual that shows you not only more descriptive instructions on how to put it together, but how to use it as well. So if you've been looking for a fan that's easy to use, looks great, and puts out a lot of cool air, this fan might be just what you're looking for. Thank you again, Jafro, for sponsoring today's video and helping to support my channel. If you'd like more information about this fan, I'll leave a link in today's video. Let's get back to our cooking. So I am steaming some vegetables, but the meat is completely done, so I wanted to take it out and show it to you. I also want to show you how to make some gravy without using cornstarch or flour. So I'm going to go ahead and scoop out all the vegetables as well because we're going to make some gravy. So this is my secret ingredient, xanthan gum. Just going to give it a little stir. Now all I'm doing is just whisking these little tiny pieces in just so they'll thicken up this gravy. And that's perfect. You can see it's nice and thick. Now I don't know if you can see, but I'll show you in just a moment. I'm going to move this into this little container here. How nice and thick that is. Let me scoop this in. And this is how it came out. Cauliflower, these are our little potatoes. The roast beef with some gravy. I thickened it up with some xanthan gum, very small amount. And I'm gonna leave all the description down below, but let's give this a taste. So this is a really big dinner tonight. I've also got some cottage cheese in there with some sugar-free Jell-O. I don't know if we can eat all this, but I'm gonna give it a good try. Oh, that is good. Oh, I gotta try one of the potatoes for you. I can't say it tastes just like a potato, but it doesn't taste like a radish either. How interesting. They lost their color, and they also lost a lot of that tart flavor. They're very good. So thanks for watching tonight. I hope you enjoyed this video. Give me a like or a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you're not a subscriber, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.